Hey, how's it going? Welcome to another video upload from Aspie with Attitude. If you're watching this for the first time, my name is David. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. I have autism. I have some speech difficulty, a speech impairment, and a speech impairment. I have Asperger's syndrome. That's why I'll call myself an Aspie. So welcome to another Lego video that I always do on this channel. Since this is all part of my special interest, since that most individuals on the autism spectrum will always have a special interest, which one of them happens to be Lego. Considering that I'm an adult fan of Lego, and for this video upload, I just want to really show you my 1989 Lego Pirates collection. This time I'm concentrating on the Blue Coats Imperial Soldiers. Hey dudes, I thought I'll come in a bit closer to show you my 1989 Lego Pirates collection, which happens to be purely the Blue Coat faction that came out in that year. Something that I pretty much had when I was about 9 or 10 years old, since I really love my Lego Pirates. What I like to do is, I'm actually going to show you each of the sets individually as I just move myself there, so you can have one last look. And I actually kind of set it up in such a way just to show you what I have here. Now it's time to get on with it, to tell you the story with some of my Lego kits that I had when I was about 9 or 10 years old back in 1989 and 1990. Now that I've actually came in a bit closer, which gives me a chance just to sort of just move it back a bit. And the first thing I want to show you is, that's the very first Blue Coat faction I had, which happens to be the Harbour Sentry, which did come with the cannon, except I haven't loaded in the cannon balls for it, which is actually pretty much looking something like this. And what you're supposed to do is, you're supposed to load the cannonball in there, and if you pull back, it just actually explodes. And I think my brother actually wanted me to have this, since it just looked like fun actually just trying to pull the lever and let it all flick out. And the name of this Blue Coat that I had, he was the first that I ever had. He's called Lieutenant D. Martinet. That's just his name. And I'll just put him back there. And another purpose of this is actually my very first Lego Pirate kit I had. I wanted this one. Not only that there's a pirate in there, and also you can see the flintlock, just this small firearm here. It actually had the monkey named Spinoza, and his name is Bosun. And it's just given me an opportunity that Bosun and the lieutenant were actually in war with each other. And that's the way things were back then. I just thought I'll have to focus it a bit out, just actually show you the Caribbean Clipper. So like, I'm just actually watching the screen here just to see if I really got a camera angle right. And I can talk about this. Like, I can remember getting this for my birthday. That was my 10th birthday back in 1990, when I actually did have that massive ship there. You can see how tall it is. And I think those are a bit of a distraction there as I move it back. Okay, right, I can actually keep talking about it. What you see here is actually no sales on it. The reason why I didn't get sales is because, like, it's just so expensive. It's just very rare. And what I did was I ordered the pieces from bricklink.com, and I went to the Lego market to pretty much like have a fun, enjoy just restoring this Caribbean Clipper, something that I received on my 10th birthday at the end of 1989. And I got some extra minifigures, considering that there's really been only 3 this, and I'll show you the captain, and his name's Governor Broadside. The biggest challenge was trying to get the coat to be in this condition, since it's extremely rare. What I was actually lucky to do was, on brickleague.com, that was, I think it would have been middle of 2021, I was lucky to order this torso piece from Ukraine. That is a story behind it. It was probably about, I reckon, July 2021. It did arrive from Ukraine, and I got this out of the country before Russia invaded the country. So it's actually a great save. Particularly, it's in a beautiful condition there. And that's just so cool. Now I just love the interior detailing. Not much of the interior detailing. Like, I used to play with it, and I remember this did eventually get smashed up and to build something else. And I still love that ship there. It's a roll off my tongue just calling it a pirate ship, since it's not a pirate ship at all. This is a Imperial Blue Coat ship. And that's all I pretty much had out of a Blue Coat faction in my childhood, was just the boat and the ship, and the rest of it was just all pirates. The last two I'd like to show you is the rest of the Blue Coats Imperial faction there. And this is one of my all-time favourites, which happens to be Sabre Island. Just something that I've actually ordered from bricklink.com. I didn't order the whole set. What I did was, I just bought all the pieces just to get this build done. Something I actually never had in my childhood. Something that I'm actually thrilled to have as a 43-year-old at the time when I was making this video. And this is the boat that comes with it, just to increase the Blue Coat army. However it is though, this is not the 1989, that's a 1991 Lego build, which I think is called the Lagoon Lockup. Yeah, I'm just not really sure, and it does come with a pirate. I just thought it would have been a cool opportunity just to kind of add on to it, and once again, even kind of extended it in such a way that it actually looks like a bit of a rural colony. And you can have it on the dock or whatever. Yeah, I'm definitely happy with this build, and I'm actually definitely happy to have that. Especially they're all Blue Coats, and before I get more into it, you can actually just see how they look like Napoleonic troops. And something about the flag is, it does look kind of French. What makes you think there's meant to be French is the fleur-de-lis. And it's just kind of like a fancy faction in a way. And mind you, I do have some red coats, which was actually worn by the British Empire, if you want to take the actual history seriously. This is all my 1989 Lego Pirates, which is actually the Blue Coats faction, which is called the Imperial Soldiers. And there's just something missing out of this whole entire collection, which happens to be the El Dorado Lego set, something that did come out in 1989. So anyway, just wait a minute, I'll be back. Well, dudes, yeah, check this out. Something I always wanted, something I've never had back in my childhood days, back in 1989, when the original El Dorado Fortress did come out. And how cool is this? Like, something I'm going to tell you though, I did actually have plans to collect all the pieces from Bricklink to remake the original 1989 El Dorado Fortress. The best thing about it is, I don't have to anymore, because I've got the 2023 version here that I'm just about to build. Oh yes. And did you know that if I don't build it and I keep it sealed in a box, just like what I've done with my Galaxy Explorer that I got back in middle of 2022. That will actually expect to skyrocket in value. I'm afraid though, I've got to build it. I have to build this. Since this is all part of my Blue Coats Imperial Soldier collection there. Just all ones that came out in 1989. Which I was actually very lucky to have a Caribbean Clipper. Which is actually that ship that I showed you earlier without sales. And I actually ordered bits and pieces from Bricklink to complete it. And at the time this video upload, still haven't got the sales. But now I've got this, which is actually a whole lot cheaper than buying the original 1989 classic El Dorado Fortress. Anyway, I'm going to actually build this, but I won't be showing the full time-lapse shot like what I did with my Barracuda Pirate Lego kit, just like what I showed you in episode 159 when I did talk about the Lego Pirates previously. Yeah, nah, I'm actually just really itching to build this. And please enjoy some of the takes that I do when I actually be building the El Dorado Fortress, the 2023 remake. And I can't believe that I actually got that. Absolutely love it. that, dudes, that really completes the time lapse and completes the Lego collection. So I finally got myself the El Dorado Fortress, something I had to get just to sort of make myself feel more complete. So anyway, this is what you see my Blue Coats faction. A video I wanted to be doing for quite a long time, talking about this, since I didn't really have any Blue Coats faction at the time when I did the Lego Pirates. So like, I'm talking about, I think it was episode 159, something that I did in the start of 2021, when I did talk about my Lego Pirates, especially when I built the Barracuda Bay ship. And you've got to check this episode out. And this time around, it was all about the Blue Coats faction there. And so, how cool is this that I finally got a whole collection? And I'm just so happy that I've actually got this now. And it's even better that I've got the remake of the El Dorado Fortress, so I can at least know that I have it all here. And the way I wanted to set it up is just kind of like a real complete harbour and a diorama kind of thing too, whatever you want to call it. So like, I can get behind the camera and I'll slowly focus it in just to show you what I mean by all that. Oh yeah, it stays so cool. Like, I can imagine the Caribbean Clipper with a full sail. So like, the camera's a bit dolty because like, I'm just using a fairly old tripod there. Yeah, so like, I just want to pretty much finish this video, since I didn't tend to make it such a long video there. And if it happens, it's well, and as it happens, if it's something that you like seeing and you really like my channel, please, why not subscribe to Aspie with Attitude? That's all I ever ask for in terms of support. And also, don't forget to ring this notification bell if you want to keep up to date with Aspie with Attitude. And don't forget to please like and share this video content around. That way, you're showing more support for my channel, Aspie with Attitude. And don't forget, in the description down below, I'll leave a link in the description for a full playlist of all the other Lego videos I had done, since I am very passionate about my Lego, as well as making autistic YouTube contents. So anyway, this is all coming towards the end of this video content from Aspie with Attitude. Now I just hope you really like my Blue Coat faction, and I'd like to say thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and peace and respect, and see you next time from Aspie with Attitude.